Working as intended.
Whee! More love points! More treats for everybody! Alright, what were we doing? Oh yeah, we need monies. And we need love points. How are we doing on love? I need Yamame, Parsee, Satori, Utsuho. And then all you guys over here. Well, first let's get all of our slaves to work. Let's Jesus all over your face. Have to buy all my stuff. Let's do it the lazy way. Hi Nue, all done. The Starlo ship sure is popular. The temple's been talking about it non-stop. Really? What does everyone think? They say eating makes you see things that aren't really there. That's terrifying. Are they okay? What, it has hallucinogens in it? They say the hallucinations are all stuff that makes you happy, so they're fine. Are you sure they're fine? Also, you're at 4. Come along. Also, new chats. When I realized that I was going against a good person, I decided to help them collect the fragments as well. As long as you learn from your mistakes, it's just that. Did something else happen? A flying ship or whatnot would stand out a lot, right? It attracted the eyes of many humans back then. In order to stop them from getting in the way, I used the seeds of unknown on the palanquin ship to hide it. You mean that incident was? Then people who saw it mistook the ship for a giant ball of fire. It was also mistaken for a massive giant. The news spread and spread, and eventually the giant ball of fire became a UFO, and the giant, its alien passenger, making it attract even more people. So everything was... I'm sure things will get better. I've been studying some tales about the Heian era recently. Apparently there are 2 records of the new being exterminated. Both times it was Minamoto no Yorimasa who killed it with an arrow. Nope, still alive. Back then the emperor was scared witless by me, so if that weren't there to comfort him, he might not even be brave enough to get out of bed. Where did you go then? After I got still underground with Murasa and the rest. Why'd you decide to study the Heian era anyways? It's because I want to understand your true form. What? You always look so lonely. It's like you have "come understand me already" written on your... The hell are you saying? Have you forgotten I'm a yokai with an unidentified form? Why do you always greet people with your true form then? I just thought times have changed, so using my true form to create a ruckus would be even more scary. I can't say if it'd be scary, but you'd definitely be more free. Hi Kokusai, you want to drop by too? And you? And you? Hello, did you enjoy tasty treats? You sure learn fast. It's because you're such a good teacher. Even if the same dish tastes different depending on the person making it, doesn't that mean it's not authentic enough? Now, this is precisely what's interesting about cooking. It doesn't have to be authentic. Keep going and create your own style dishes, little sparrow. Got it. I hope we can continue talking about cooking in the future as well. Sure thing. You're welcome anytime. What are you doing, Miss Tojiko? I'm considering swapping out all the wooden buildings here for stone ones. Why fix something that's not broken? Because you never know when a certain futo will start a fire. What? She even sets fires to her own house? She won't do it deliberately, of course. I'm just afraid that one day she'll have a nightmare or something and treat them as on like it were the temple. You can't set fire to the temple either. Miss Tojiko, during the time when Miss Miko and the others were asleep, were you always guarding the Great Mausoleum? Did you not go anywhere else? I didn't go to any other place. Wouldn't that be boring? Very boring. There wasn't even anyone to talk to. Then how did you pass the time? I just wandered around in circles. Now I think about it, there really wasn't anything to do. Oh, I'll keep you company more often. There's more people here than ever now. Don't worry, I don't reflect on my past habits. Loneliness, vengefulness, I don't remember them at all. You might as well drop by too. And you. Let's go all the way up here. Invite everybody. You come along too. Love points. And you. Come along. Time to open ingredients. And let's open up way up here. So let's have everybody possible. Salmon tips increased by 20% more than the 10% of daily revenue she's going to bring. I guess there's one way to find out. Go with this. She can deliver food, maybe? Maybe I can stop making mistakes. Oh yeah, I was doing mild food, wasn't I? I think anything is like trend popular now. I feel like literally everyone loves signature dishes. Should go something like this. All the drinks in the world. I should have invited Alice so I can work overtime and get a bunch more money. So now I should be working on getting lots and lots of money. Alright guys, work for Mistress Lorelei. Start working on buffs. Just put this in here. Dagger. Hi Odin. It's been a little while I played, so I can't remember exactly what everybody likes. Some cats find... Oh yeah, she likes... Okay, low alcohol. She likes... What is it? When you do this. There you go. Oh, incoming Oku. Whee! Incoming Parsee. Meat is a source of strength. We all know what you like. This. And mid-alcohol. Here you go, Oku. Alright, what's Parsee want? The taste of tears is salty. You like this. With a neat beverage. And a salad. Oku wants some more. And she wants some of that cock. Or you wanted this, right? Wee dagger! Salty tears. And no alcohol. Bye, Oku. Thanks for the buff. Alright, check this out. Instantly done. Alright, you want meat. Salty meat. Make everybody jealous. You can pair Parsee up with one of the what is it, not DLC, the characters that are from the crossovers. You want something fruity. Sour and fruity. And what'll happen is Parsee, if you have somebody with a big budget, such as Tenchi or Marisa, will give everybody that same budget. But then one of the crossover character makes it so that they always spend at least 80% of their budget. Alright, you want a signature dish. Can I make those good with alcohol? Yes, I can. Let's make it a big serving too. I believe your thing is done already, so I can give you a high alcohol beverage like this. Make you spend that money. Bye, Parsee. Goes well with sake. Sure, I can do that. Same thing. And a vintage beverage. Give her the Godfather. What does Muda-san want? Strength. Here, try this. With this. Hi, Satori. The finest cuisine is akin to a waking dream. Make this dreamy. Here we Satori, no alcohol. I know you like this stuff. And Yuki wants some beer. Let's give her expensive beer. Alright, looks like Muda-san wants specialty. She just likes this in general. You want home cooked? And sake. Give Yuki the same thing. Muda-san wants a dry beverage. Give Satori her coffee. And her home cooked food. Suddenly, things going on. Alright, what's the Satori want? Small portion. And no alcohol. Busy, so busy. Suddenly, Nue. Cook faster. Being unidentified is wonderful. And a vintage beverage. Something like this? Yes. More of that. And a heatable beverage. Same thing? Happy Nue. Humans see me, they can't stop snapping photos. Photogenic? Same beverage. Keep Nue happy. Instantly make stuff on here. Bye, Nue. Slow night. Why does everything want stuff from the pot? Wee, food goes flying. No more buff, gotta wait for it to craft. Did it. Only 40 guests. Chief mate's consignment. Work slaves. Alright, don't I have this letter? Yes. And Yuki's. Oh, Parsee hit 5. Satori hit 5. Utsuho didn't hit 5. Gotta invite all you guys. Keep raising those love points. Maybe I'll open here. Hello, Miss Satori, I heard you wanted to see me. You've always wanted to participate in a bizarre cooking competition, correct? You've been managing my diet for so long, yet as I was too busy with work, I never had the energy to care for you. Don't put it like that. Miss Satori is considerate enough towards everyone. Is that so? Then I suppose this invitation is not important to you. And no, it's important, I swear. Are you willing to recommend me for the competition? Of course, if even you do not qualify, no one else would. Thank you, I definitely won't disappoint you. Then do your best. My workload is also slowly stabilizing. I have sufficient time to manage my health now. You needn't be concerned about me anymore. To go focus on your culinary craft. That's great. No wonder Kyoko said she saw you at the temple a bunch of times. Speaking of which, were you paying a visit, Miss Koishi? Well, what is it? Was she not there? Her whereabouts shift like the winds. Although I said I would pay her a visit, in truth I never believed that she would stay indefinitely. Moreover, she always comes back when she feels like it. I merely wanted to see the place that took in Koichi with my own eyes. You look really uneasy. Did Myoden Temple leave a bad impression? And though I didn't see Koichi, I did see the head priestess. She told me some things I've never thought about. That head priestess is a very sensible person. You look really shaken by her words. What did she tell you? She said the one who sealed her heart wasn't Koichi but me. Hey, why? Because I refuse to face the humans that despise me so I can find myself to the palace. Because of that, my heart is sealed. Yeah, Koichi overcame that and traveled to the outside world. But even though Miss Koichi left the palace, she didn't have anything in her mind? Usually one would not be able to move if they don't think of anything, yet she managed to maintain this state. She visits places, talks to people, explores the world freely. That this is not someone whose heart is sealed. That is what she said. She said there was a saying in Buddhism that in emptiness there exists no form, no sensation, no perception, no formation, no consciousness. The definition of emptiness does not include form, but also excludes sensation, perception, formation, and consciousness. In other words, even the 5 aggregates do not exist. I don't get it. In other words, Koichi being a Satori unable to read minds does not mean she sealed her heart away. Instead, she abandoned it to pursue a state of emptiness. I don't know what emptiness is, but I heard from Kyoko it sounds like an amazing state of mind. Like, even the head priestess can only enter it on occasion. Correct, that is why the temple treats Koichi so well. So they say that the one who sealed her heart isn't Miss Koichi, but you. What do you think? I'd always thought Koichi sealed her heart, so I need to spare no effort in taking care of her. But if I was the one who stubbornly refused to change, then the thought would almost be laughable. I don't think so. You're a yokai who knows to value others and tries to understand those around her. I think that's a really great mindset. Whether it's Miss Koichi or the pets, I'm sure they're all proud of you. Those are 2 different things. I take pride in my ability, and towards Koichi who abandoned this ability, a part of me feels like I am responsible. I believe myself to be more resilient than her, but if it is my heart that is fragile, then what right do I have to call myself Koishi's guardian? They're one and the same. Of course you have the right, because they all love and admire you. I don't think you're fragile. No one would be able to work day and night like you do. And not only do you manage to keep fighting, you even care about your pets and runaway little sister. You're strong. No, you're invincible. Was it not you who said the head priestess is a sensible person? Well, the head priestess is an extraordinary yokai, but it's not like everything she says is correct. For an ice sparrow who inflicts blindness on humans, you have a pretty clever view of the world. A clear view of the world. You are correct. We will never know who truly sealed their heart unless we find out ourselves. What do you plan to do? Since she says I'm sealing my heart by hiding in the palace of airspace, I shall go out occasionally. Just like Koichi, wandering the world with nothing in mind, just like the wind. Perhaps I would even be able to understand why Koichi gave up her ability. You're also going to close your third eye? Of course not. Mind reading is the best ability to ever exist. I absolutely refuse to get rid of it. And you're still the same Miss Satori. If you do go to the surface, you're welcome to join my concert. Your concert. You haven't even made preparations to be inviting guests so early. You are certainly confident. You saw right through me. I haven't prepared anything right now, but I'll start preparations eventually. I just said you had a clear view of the world, and now you show me blind confidence. Although seeing your momentum, even I feel psyched up. Oh well, then I shall give you my blessing earlier as well. Since you wish to hold the best concert in all of Gensokyo, I shall lend you the best ability in all of Gensokyo, mind reading. You can lend it to others. I store a small portion of my power into this third eye. Should there come a day where Koichi regrets her decision, I will give it to her. I can't accept it as something meant for Miss Koichi. That was just wishful thinking. In truth, I've always known that there will never become a day when Koichi regrets her decision. If we leave things unused, would we not be letting down this wonderful ability? Although it's just a small portion, it should be enough to assist the proprietress. Think of it as me helping you achieve your dreams. Really, thanks. I'll definitely prepare for the concert as soon as possible. It's rather nice to look so motivated. I must gather my energy as well and get back to work. Suddenly, information. So, the third eye lets you see everybody's budget. Love points. Come along. Over here, too. We gotta go talk to Jealousy Bomber. You should drop by, too. Well, can make it all the way there. Miss Parsee, don't you think that there's been more yokai visiting the underworld recently? As the competition approaches, more and more people like you are coming to see the fuss. What's more, each and every one of them makes me so jealous. You can immediately be jealous of someone you've just met? Of course, there are plenty of reasons to be jealous. But the underworld yokai are said to be despised. How could they make you jealous? They're despised by the surface. They each have their own talents. For example, Tsuchigumo can spread disease, but thanks to that, the blowhole they reside in deters people from entering. Additionally, they are also valued for being experts in architecture. That makes me so jealous. Wow, Tsuchigumo are really amazing. And those pesky Oni, I'm so jealous of their strength and how they live every day doing as they please. There sure are a lot of reasons to be jealous. And that Satori in the Palace of Earth Spirits, even though her ability is the most despised, she's so gentle with animals and gains so much of their love. I'm so jealous. Well, that is something ordinary people wouldn't understand. There's no such thing as a useless person in the world. If there were, wouldn't that make them unique? Being special makes me even more jealous. What's so funny? Everyone says that Miss Parsee is jealous, but deep down you really look up to everyone, don't you? Why should I look up to them? All I have is jealousy. If you say so, you, who's always jealous of everyone, is also really gentle. What are you talking about? Because you're good at finding what others do best. What's so great about that? I'm jealous because everyone else has something special. I think it's amazing being able to notice what's good about others is what makes you special. Alright, well, I don't care. A bridge connects one end to the other, often symbolizing a path from one life to another. Therefore, there's also a saying on the surface that the bridge is the final destination of the soul. I didn't really understand it before, but now I think I kinda get it. The poor souls who have to cross this bridge can at least get some recognition in the end. Even if they've been abandoned by the world, they must feel relieved, right? The road after death is not an easy one to walk. If you lose your mind, you'll lose yourself. That kind of faith is necessary for the dead to continue walking on with resolve. I see I'm glad that Miss Parsee is the person who guards the gap between the surface and underworld. You really treated me well all this while. Visit the surface in the future. Make sure to pay me a visit as well. For the spies like us, nothing good will happen if we visit the surface. That's not true. Here, please take this. A concert ticket? Well, it's not ready yet. I believe there'll come a day when it will be. No matter when, I'll reserve the best VIP seat for you. I'll definitely make you happy even on the surface. I'm still jealous, that bliss, that magnificence. You, take this unlucky straw for you back with you. Is this the rumored straw for you that can repel bad luck? So you know about it. Although it looks scary, it actually protects its holder at all times. This kind of indirect gentleness is really similar to you. Well, thank you for the gift. I'll definitely cherish it. That smile really makes me jealous. This is also for you. A letter of recommendation for the bizarre cooking challenge, so that I may always be jealous. That smile of yours must absolutely never fade. Right? I'll do my best. Information. Alright, Parsee's letter, Satori's letter. 2 more letters to go. Call people who cause trouble. Overtime, Alice. Momiji can stop some of the special guests from showing up, because they'll be stuck in the lineup forever. Kaguya is always a good choice. Let's see, 1 more. Fuck it, let's cause trouble. Thanks, slaves. We're gonna open over here. It's about Utsuho dropped by. I want another thing on the steamer. Tasty eat me. And a variety of tasty drinks. Just keep going this way. So the main ones on the feet are Utsuho and Yamame, which I believe generally like things on the pot and the cutting board. Alright, let's try this. Although it'll be less overtime because people are less likely to order. Work on cheaply getting buffs. Hyper mode. Finished. Wee! Finished. Wee! Aha, and Utsuho shows up. Alright, what do you want? Vegetarian modern. She likes Chinese and vegetarian. This works. She also likes sweet. And a modern beverage. Like ramune. I need Utsuho to hurry up and order so I can make things instantly. And I hope she sticks around for a while so I can get more of the buff. Every sweet has its story. And sake. Suddenly, Sanae. Give you the okonomiyaki. With extra cream. And literally like any beverage. You're at max, so I shouldn't give you expensive stuff. Oh, I forgot to turn on the Satori's eye. Because now these finish instantly. I can get more of Utsuho's stuff done. Vegetarian again. You're pretty easy to feed. Just keep it sweet. And Alice appears. Eat me cake. Here you go. Midnight Smacks should have small rather than large portions. Just give you some of the spares of these that I have. And you'll still really enjoy it. A cousin appears. What's cousin want? You want good with alcohol. This is pretty good with alcohol. And a vintage beverage. This is pretty vintage. Deliver that stuff for me, will you? Be a honey. Oh, Momiji's gonna cause problems. Wee! Knife toss! Work on my buff. Hyper mode again. Get that stuff steamed. What are you looking for? I really don't like mild food. You want unhealthy. No, you like the pork stir fry. With this. And a high alcohol beverage. And credit card time. More stuff for Momiji. Looks like the lineup is forming. I want food that looks like it was struck by thunder. Strength boosting, barbecued, greasy filling. This looks like something she wants in her life. Alright, here you go, Momiji. And here you go, Tojiko. Momiji wants more. A neat beverage. This one's neat. Lightning speed. Alright, you want strength boosting, which we literally just did. With this. I know Kaguya always likes having the same thing. And you want sweet shit. Fruity sweet. Keep giving you the same thing. Keep turning back time. Alright, here you go, Tenshi. And suddenly, people. Legendary cuisine. Tenshi wants one of these. With more of that cock. Man, Tenshi loves that cock. Keep the line moving. Alright, what's Futo want? A neat beverage. I'm glad that the style of mind time still exists in current times. Is that like Japanese? I feel like she'll like something like this. And a neat beverage. This, I think she loves this. I need more buffs. More of Tenshi's stuff. This lineup though. Alright, you like mouthful. Miso! And some soda. Tasty soda. Keep the line moving. Except for Alice. Premium items. And it's pretty premium. And your favorite drink. Alright, have more miso. 2 more miso left. Eat me! Alright, what do you want this time? Mountain delicacies. Well, you know what? I've been giving you that like pretty much every time with adding one of these. And favorite drink. That's Kogosa want. Wonder is also a feeling of surprise. Is that wonderful as she wants? How do you like that? Red. I'm glad to. Oh, you want the same thing again. Oh, my buff ran out. Don't you like the giant tamagoyaki? Was that the food that you liked? Sweet, strength boosting, and filling. That sounds like something you like. Photogenic. Futo gets the usual. Make some eat me cakes. Strength boosting. And mid-alcohol. We all know what strength boosting does for her. And Mudasa's here. Premium food. I think you like these things. Because she likes meat, savory, and specialty. So all I have to do is just add her other tag. Which was premium. And a western beverage. Alice is still there waiting. Another one of these for Kogasa. Here you go, Kogasa. Alright, nobody else gets to come here. Poor Odin. Bye, guys. Alice has been waiting there all night. That's right, earn your wage. Less work for me. Wee food! Bye. And I'll make this for Alice, and then we're gonna wait for the hyper mode to just about run out. That should be good. Here you go, Alice. Overtime. Oh, you didn't. Not much overtime. Work on my buffs. Feed the masses. Feed the Alice. Wee! Did it. That's a little bit more customers. Alright, slaves, get back to work. Guess I should be a little selective about what I'm spending. Still have lots of froggy coin things to buy. Yokai Mountain always has some good purchases. Dropping loads of Jizo. Alright, did I finish anybody off? Wait, that came out wrong. Utsuho's finished. And haven't seen Yamame in a while. There's a lot of people who are going to have recipes and stuff for me. There's also story mode I still have to do in like Yokai Mountain and with Marisa and their shenanigans. I'll also invite this side of the map. Aha, that finished off her thing. Her love points. Chances to board a ship to Gensokyo are so few. I'm so bored. Guess I'll head to the Sunzu River. I don't think there's much fun to be had there. It's lots of fun. It's a lot of fun. Like the time I flooded a slacking Shinigami. Poor Komachi. Isn't that way out of line? How could you flood the Sunzu River's boats? That's nothing. I even flooded Hell's nuclear furnace once. And what was the head priestess thinking, making captain out of someone who only thinks about sinking ships? Who knows? Not just you. In these thousands of years, I've been wondering the same thing myself. But since Byakuya and Sama left the Panko ship in my hands, I'll absolutely never allow this ship to sink. Since then, the ladle I had was swapped for a bottomless one too. Since then, once I was merely a bored phantom bound to the ocean, so bored I could only spend my days thinking the ships that passed by. Your way of passing time doesn't seem to have changed much. Oh, it did change, because she appeared. The head priestess, right? She must have been there to save you, no? Back then she was still a popular monk asked by humans to exterminate a certain evil phantom in the ocean. What? Then you? Ha ha ha, it's not every day a righteous monk pays you a visit. If I could sink her ship, my powers would definitely increase tenfold. I might even free myself of that cursed ocean and attack other humans. At the time I only thought about using all my strength to sink her ship. How could that be? What happened next? Then I followed my heart. I welled up all my strength and sunk her ship. Only what? You're getting pretty worked up. Don't you already know the ending to the story? Right now we're... Wait! Giving spoilers in the middle of a story is very inconsiderate. Come on, tell it in the correct order, please. Only I didn't feel a sense of accomplishment. Byakunin-sama didn't resist at all. She didn't so much as prepare beyond that of an average human. In an instant, both her and the ship sank. But how? It was in that moment something unbelievable happened. A ship shining with light rose atop the water. I'll never forget that sight no matter how long it's been. It was the last ship I rode on. You mean, Byakunin-sama stood atop that ship. The shining ship cast its rays upon her. Her whole figure was shining so brightly. The ship that brought us here was sunken in a shipwreck. I've used my powers to make a new ship, but this is a very special ship, so there's no one that can captain it. What does that mean? Yeah, what does it mean, I wonder? Just as I was at a loss for what to do, she extended her hand out to me into the oceans to which I was bound. But you can captain this ship. The head priestess, it was with those words that I was able to leave those cursed oceans behind. What a touching story. No wonder a troublemaker like you would hold the head priestess in such high regard. I don't cause that much trouble, right? Not even a bit of self-awareness, huh? If I were you, I'd work twice as hard to repay the head priestess' kindness. And how would you do it if you were in my shoes? The things that'd make her happy, of course. For example, I can't come up. Oh, isn't the head priestess a vegetarian? If I were you, I'd cook the most delicious vegetarian dishes, switching it up every single day. Vegetarian dishes, huh? Something went back when she was still human. I think she frequently ate one called Buddha's something or other. Coming to Gensokyo, due to most of her disciples being yokai, she isn't too picky when it comes to her diet. That's it. If you could make this dish filled with certain memories for her yourself, I'm sure she'd be overjoyed. You know how to make that dish? No, I don't, but I believe for you who treasures your bond with the head priestess absolutely will not forget anything about her. Think carefully, what kind of dish is this exactly? If you said I'm pretty much clueless when it comes to vegetarian dishes. Determination alone is enough. It'd be no different from a wild goose chase. That's a shame. Do we give up then? Captain doesn't know the meaning of giving up. What I wanted to say was, as a professional, would you help me find some of those wonderful vegetarian dishes? Maybe it'd help jog my memory. I knew you wouldn't give up so easily. Leave it to me. What are we doing here? Just vegetarian? Oh, wonderful and vegetarian. Oh, you've changed. You're doing the next love point one too. When you say one leg and one eye, Ippon Datara comes to mind. You know your stuff. I molded myself after the image of Ippon Datara. Why? Isn't the Ippon Datara a well-known classic yokai? I want to become just as notorious. No wonder you're such a good blacksmith. Ippon Datara is a renowned blacksmith too. Yep. So I trained my blacksmithing skills to the absolute limit. I'm not all talk. You sure are hardworking. I believe in effort. But since you've already made so many preparations, why do you keep failing to scare people? I wonder. I put in so much here, yet I can't scare anyone. What's the point? No. What point is there in living in such? Don't need that S. What point is there in living if I'm such a good-for-nothing yokai? Huh? Sorry. I apologize. It's my fault for being so worthless. I was a worthless umbrella. Now I'm a worthless yokai. Yep. I'm just depression. Don't fret. Why don't you tell me what you've been doing? We can think of a solution together. I know it looks scary, so I changed my umbrella to look like the Ippon Datara and used that to scare people. I think that line of thought is fine, but I can't scare anyone. What else have you done? I heard I could easily scare people by hiding near roads with lots of rumors and danger. Treasure ship just so happened to have arrived in Gensokyo, so I hid near the treasure ship and scared humans who wanted to explore it. Sounds great. How did it go? I got beat up by humans. I didn't get it, so I flipped through many classic ghost stories. I discovered everyone scares people at night, so I patiently waited until night. Now I'm sure you'll scare someone. I still got beat up by humans. Gensokyo's humans are too unreasonable. So I thought, why not scare this newcomer who had just built a temple in Gensokyo? Bleh. Isn't that way too reckless? My plan to scare the temple's head priestess may have failed, but since I kept loitering around the temple, I accidentally discovered that beyond temple cemetery suits me very well. Wait, I almost forgot. Didn't you say you could scare people by staying in the cemetery? That's how it was initially, but there's only so many humans in Gensokyo. The cemetery spaces don't change very often. I don't scare them anymore because they're already used to it. You don't say. Is this my future? Strange. All the effort you put in seems to be going in the right direction. Though, why can't you scare anyone? I sure wonder why. Maybe the reason why you can't scare them is because these methods are too old. I see, so you're saying my method for scaring has to keep up with the times? Yeah, I got the chance to understand that dishes can become weapons too. In that case, dishes should also be able to become tools for scaring people. Can it really? Let's give it a shot. We'll create a freaking dish unique to Gensokyo. Awesome. Is there anything I can help with? I'm not sure how out of the ordinary something has to be considered surprising. Hold this, I'll create some wonderful dishes for you, and then we can look for dishes together. No problem. I'll wait for you right here. Alright, now I need lots of wonderful dishes. Do the people at... the Mausoleum also have some things to talk about. Hello, teach new recipe? Why are there so many chestnut trees planted near the Mausoleum? Our little sparrow's rather suited for Taoism. You hit the nail on the head yet again. Huh? Is there a link between chestnuts and Taoism? How do I put this? Are you feeling Taoism's founder? Lao Tzu? Goodness, the little sparrow actually knows knows about them. I heard Taoist priests mention it a few times in my shop. You answered wrongly, though, I regret to say. They're the founder of Taoist philosophy, but not Taoism as a religion. The title goes to Zhang Daoling, who is called the Tianxi, the Celestial Master. Okay. They say while he was practicing Taoism, he planted many chestnut trees because he disliked meat, using it as a substitute for rice. What a picky eater this Celestial Master is. After his followers mimicked him and started planting trees, one chestnut tree led to another and it became a tradition. I see, I know another story about chestnuts. Want to hear it? Yes, please! Back in ancient China, there was an old man who was very fond of monkeys. He kept quite a lot of them, so people called him the monkey trainer. Monkey trainer? Due to the huge amount of monkeys he was keeping, a lot of food was needed. In the end, the monkeys had all but eaten all of his savings. You're talking about monkeys, right? Why does the image of a certain person come to mind? Yes, they're monkeys. As such, the monkey trainer decided to reduce the monkeys' rations. However, unlike other pets, monkeys were like a bunch of naughty kids. Getting them to accept this would be immensely difficult. What did he do then? There was a tall chestnut tree near his house, which the monkeys would often eat from. So, in the event that there wasn't enough food around, feeding chestnuts to the monkeys may very well work. Chestnuts are very filling, so Monkey Trainer told the monkeys he would give them 3 chestnuts in the morning and 4 chestnuts at night. The monkeys whined that it wasn't enough, so the Monkey Trainer told them that they could have 4 in the morning and 3 at night. The monkeys only noticed that 4 was more than 3. Thinking that the food had increased, they happily accepted it. But he gave 1 more chestnut to each monkey. Isn't that increasing their food? It's like, that's not how math works. Don't take things at face value. One must know how to gain insight into things and see their very essence. 3, 4, and 4, 3 are fundamentally the same thing. 3, 4, 3 plus 4, and 4 plus 3. Yeah, they really are the same. I think he run a successful business. Gensoko sure is a simple place. Everyone does take care of me. I'll talk about chestnuts that made me a little hungry. Same here. I saw some of these honey chestnuts left over. I'll bring some over to share with you. Don't mind if I do then. So I have to make honey chestnuts for her. Love points. Alright, what does Pyromaniac want? I've always been curious. You're obviously a hermit, so why dress up like a shrine maiden? 'Tis difficult to say. One with the bird's brain may very well not understand. Hey, don't underestimate me. I'm not your average bird brain anymore. I can even memorize everyone's preferences. I am in awe. Even I cannot remembereth all of the knowledge of Gensoko despite the crown prince's orders. If thou long to hear, then I shall. Please use modern language as much as possible. Very well, 1,000 years ago, the noble houses of Japan were divided on whether to introduce Buddhism. On one hand was the pro-Buddhism faction, on the other was the anti-Buddhism faction. The Mononobe clan only worshipped the old gods of Japan. 'Twas a clan strongly opposed to Buddhism. However, I worshipest a certain faith in secret. Taoism, indeed. Taoism could allow one to acquire supernatural powers with immortality as the final goal. For me, nay, for all in power, it was a remarkably attractive religion. What does that have to do with you dressing like a shrine maiden, though? Attractive as a Tao may be, 'tis was not without its flaws. If the whole purpose practiced Taoism and all could become hermits, what politics would there be? The country would be no country at all. For this reason, I have to keep Taoism buried beneath the earth. I see, because he can't dress too much like a Taoist priest, he decided to dress like a shrine maiden. Indeed, but 'tis not a full compromise. What else is there? Thou payest attention to my outfit. On my hands, legs, necks, and hat are ribbons corresponding to the 5 colors of feng shui. 'Tis the proof of my devotion. Wind banishes ki whilst water halts it. Wherefore in yonder times man availeth themselves of such. In English, please. And to put it simply, the core of feng shui is harmony betwixt man and nature. Now you're simplifying too much. It is hard to put into words. You could say feng shui explores the structures, position, layout, and human harmony to achieve unity between man and earth. What happens when you achieve this unity? Thou wouldst be blessed with a long lifespan, of course, so it all goes back to that in the end. 'Tis the ultimate goal of training, after all. Training. Feng shui aside, all that we consume is also to maintain our wellness. Yeah, I know about your diet. Like Buddhists, Taoists also prefer lighter foods. Thine understanding is too shallow. The Taoist diet is closely related to the 5 elements and 8 trigrams. 'Tis no simple Taoist practice. The 5 elements and 8 trigrams? What does that have to do with anything? Take the deer. In Taoism, the deer is not of the 12 zodiacs and is very warming. One who follows the Tao could very well eat it to extend their life. The what and what? I think I understand that last sentence. You said deer meat can help one live longer? Indeed, the deer is a symbol of longevity. A deer that hath lived for 1,000 years is a deer, 500 years more a white deer, and 500 years more a black deer. The pages of Zhangfang state, consumeth the meat of a black deer, and thou shalt live for 2,000 years. 2,000 years? Therefore Taoism holds deers in high esteem. Deer meat is also used to worship Xuan Wu's 6 generals. I see. Better add deer to my shopping list. There are many symbols of longevity like this. If thou art willing to cook a dish with deer, I would be more than happy to explain more. So you were hungry. That's nothing. I'll be right back. Alright, cooking time. 5 wonderful, sweet. No, 5 wonderful vegetarian. What do I have that's wonderful vegetarian? Peach and shrimp. Actually, I like the cubic kedama volcanic tofu. 2 honey chestnut and venison. Let's see, what uses venison? I mean, the all-meat feast definitely does. Instant death. How many do I need of those? 1 venison, 2 honey chestnut. I need one instant death. Where's honey chestnut? There's 2 of these. And wonderful cuisine. This many. Alright, there's that. There's that. There's that. And there's that. I'm back. As sweet and delicious honey chestnuts are, eat too much of these and you wouldn't have space left for anything else. Besides containing fat and protein, chestnuts also contain a large amount of starch, so it's been a viable substitute for grain. So it's been able to be a viable substitute for grain? So it's been a viable substitute for grain. Some people ate chestnuts instead of rice in ancient times too. Using a substitute for rice is a bit. Chestnuts can also be used as a secondary ingredient in many dishes. Chestnuts have a unique flavor, so by pairing it with meats or other heavier ingredients, I can balance out the flavor and add more layers to the dish at the same time. It does seem like a good secondary ingredient, as expected by our little sparrow. She can't tell apart 3 from 4, yet she knows cooking like the back of her hand. Isn't it a pity to use something as great as chestnuts as mere additives? I'd like more people to understand chestnuts. You can just make a dish featuring chestnuts, my dear. That's right, I can just make it myself. A side dish that I can bring out the chestnuts flavor but won't steal the show. Vegetables? I don't think that fits. Mushrooms? It does seem like it could add more layers. You'll see me have this in the bag. I'm looking forward to your next dish. Stewed mushrooms. There aren't many symbols of longevity like the deer. Pine tree art sturdy, capable of living upwards of 1,000 years. It too is often praised as a symbol of strength and longevity. When you mentioned that, I remember seeing a painting of white deer under a pine tree, so it means longevity. Said painting is white deer, unyielding pine. Almost all Taoist priests have one in their homes. I get it now. I think the key to a long life may sound complicated, but it's actually very simple. Basically, collect and get close to symbols of longevity. So, if we turn this painting into 2 symbols of longevity into a dish, it'd definitely be popular, right? Which is a great plan. Should it come to fruition, the priest will surely spread the word. Okay, challenge accepted. White deer, unyielding pine. I have your treats too. Oh, what's going on? The feeling of the extraordinary. I think I'm starting to understand the secret behind surprising dishes. Really? Wait a bit, I'll try to sort out my thoughts and sketch it out. It's done. It can't be done. I knew it. I'm useless after all. No, it can be done. Really. Of course, this idea is very interesting. Thank you. Just leave the cooking to me. Heart-throbbing surprise. Bleh. Umbrella. Also, you too. What an unbelievable dish. The dish Buckingham I had in the past is just as unbelievable. Have you remembered it? Yep, but even if I do remember cooking and whatnot, especially vegetarian dishes, I have no clue at all. Let me teach you. I can make it if I have the recipe, really. Just leave it to me. Buddha's Delight. I think you're the one who might want to finish off. Also, you're done too. I still can't understand why a messenger from the surface would purposely give you such power. Who is she? I heard Odin say that they were some mountain god from the surface. Mountain god could it be the Moria shrines? I've got no idea. Did she not come back to visit you afterwards? Did she? I don't remember either. Anyways, the underground geyser center was built not long after. It even has a nuclear furnace. By the way, the temperature of the nuclear furnace is really hot. So only I with the power of the goddess who can go near it. It's also why I guard the place. Maybe you were given this ability so you could take care of the furnace? No way, the mountain god said I could bring hope to the world. My role as the hero, not a crow watching over some furnace. Falls for it. Speaking of which, how did I go from savior man to destroyer of worlds? Destroyer of worlds? After I got my powers, I fantasized about many things. One of them was to turn the surface to the hell of blazing fires. I'm gonna be able to rule the surface as well. What did you do? I hadn't even done anything yet. The Shrine Maiden came and exterminated all my fiery passion. If you hadn't done anything, why would Miss Amy come to the underworld and beat you up? Generally speaking, she doesn't move unless hell breaks loose. The thing is, I think using my abilities caused the geyser to erupt. They investigated all the way from the hot springs to the remains of blazing hell. I think I remember some of it now. When the hot springs first appeared out of the ground, a lot of vengeful spirits came out as well. At that time, the yokai on the surface were too afraid to go outside, as yokai being possessed by vengeful spirits is no laughing matter. I also locked myself inside for several days. Yeah, the vengeful spirits. They said Odin was behind it, but that's not possible. Does Odin have anything to do with that? Of course she doesn't. Odin is a straightforward and honest cat, not a manipulative one. Well, what, you think Odin's the culprit too? Well, I feel like Miss Amy wouldn't accuse someone for no reason. Believe that, even if it really was Odin, she must have had a reason for doing so. I can't think of any reason. At the end, I was the one who was taught a lesson. I was blessed with such amazing powers, but now everyone's wary of me. I can't even go to the surface without feeling like I'm being watched, not to mention rule it. Well, maybe that was Orien's goal. What do you mean? To stop her best friend from doing something stupid? I didn't do anything stupid. The idea of ruling the surface with the divine flame is ridiculous. I came here to invite you to my concert, but I didn't know you had that kind of a mission. I'm not even sure if I'd dare invite you to the surface. Wait, I want to go to your concert too. You're too dangerous. I don't want my concert getting nuked. I'll control my power. I haven't used it ever since Celtics scolded me. Please invite me. Well, come on, invite me. I've never been to a concert before. You put it like that? I know. I'll give you a letter of recommendation for the bizarre cooking competition. Really? Actually, I wanted to give it to you for a long time ago, but I couldn't remember where I accidentally found it in my cape yesterday. Take the letter along with the cape. Wow, thank you. So, about the concert on the surface, then you'll have to promise me not to use your powers. No problem, they'll be well under control. Okay, I hope I'll be able to share some of my happiness with you when the time comes. It's a little early to say this, but thanks for coming. Yeah, I'll see you then. Alright, let's come on down here. I'll turn these on. This lets me end the combo once. You can make a mistake once, and this lets you see the budgets. Fucking might as well invite Alice. Which one of these has people from the other one coming by? I was supposed to say, what's the Orien doing all the way over here? Oh, I'm also open here. Same thing as last time. Well, let's change this up. Let's do this instead. All sorts of Taoists. Tao, like the Atelier Ryza character. Boop, 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 boop. Play DDR. Here, toss that for me, will ya? Wee. Toss buff. Look how much money Tenshi has. Alright, you want something expensive. Something expensive and vegetarian? Yes. And it's mild. Wow, Buddha's Delight sounds like something Tenshi would love. Buddha's Delight. And lots of notes. Here, toss this. Also, what kind of drink? Oh yeah, the cock. These guys just love all sorts of vegetarian stuff. Here, how do you like this, Tenshi? Oh, you really like it, apparently. Oh, you want more of it? And more of that cock. A small shop serving food from all around the world. How convenient. That's specialty? Alright, she wants the stewed mushrooms, right? It's also something that she wants in her life. Fresh fruits, guess what? I had this prepared for a long time. Also have this modern beverage. My hometown is placed with Taoist hermits everywhere. You want strange things. Hi, Yamame. How much do you have? 519. I'll give her more of the same. And you more of the same. Pass out beverages. Your next snack should have small rather than large portions. Honeyed chestnut. And the lineup. Alright, you ordered the honeyed chestnut. You ordered that. You want meat. And a chillable beverage. How much's your budget? You have a lot. I'll also give you these. I love meeting wonderful people. And pass out the drinks. I guess having what I had before every once in a while is fine. What is that, home cooking? Signature? I'm not sure. Whatever it is, it's gonna be instant death. Work on my buffs again. Hyper mode! Alright, you can have some instant death. Oh wait, didn't people want certain things? I can't remember. Okay, there's Futo on the lineup. Everybody else is fine. Man, you wanted a lot to eat today, don't you? And cook on everything. Alright, you want a small portion. This goes in here. This goes in here. Audience thing with low alcohol. Instant death. You want dreamy cuisine. You want signature. This isn't signature. Add this to make it signature. Pass out the special guest stuff. And you want aquatic cuisine. You want strength boosting. Is instant death strength boosting? Yeah, it is. And ginkgo stuff. Pass out all the food as quickly as possible. Man, you want so much to eat. Is that filling? Is that what you want? Guess what instant death is filling too? Alright, what's Futo want? You're not gonna get to eat. Venison ginkgo pine nut. That's premium mountain delicacy. Which likes mild as well. Mild legendary. You have your instant death, and you have that thing. Alright, Futo, enjoy. I guess we should finally feed Yamame. We get the party started. Buffs, please. Alright, I need Yamame to eat more. Savory dishes. Alright, enjoy. Oh, you need a low alcohol beverage too. I know you love that beer. Strange food. Well, this is pretty strange. And a beer. And there you go. Keep the party going. Let's get through this lineup. Tasty sweet beverage. More parties. Savory dishes. Let's add savory. More beer. Keep that line going. Hyper mode's giving me infinite patience. Finally made it through the lineup. Futo's satisfied, so she can get some of the regular ones. You want to make dishes, make one burst. Is that aura bursting? You want okonomiyaki, right? Dreamy. No alcohol. How about ramune? Now I need my buffs again. No more of the same. Japanese. Get my ingredients back. I want toss buff. Now I can see what everybody wants from distance. Alright, we don't have this aura bursting. This is Mountain Delicacy Premium. And aura bursting. Somehow wants more. Have a glass of milk with that. Alright, do you like this? And you want cultural. I'll just make this cultural. And vintage. How about tasty tea? Futo wants more. Mountain delicacies. That's a mountain delicacy. You want more too. Home cooked. All this miso and a neat beverage. Alice has been waiting forever again. Premium. This is pretty premium. It's like I'm feeding Futo and Kasen the same things. Miso with additives. Futo's really enjoying yourselves here, huh? Milder foods. Well, guess what? This is a mild food. You too are really enjoying yourself. Also, everyone's getting sangetsuseis. Alright, you're finally done. And you're finally done. Wait a few more seconds here. I hope you use most of your budget. Never mind. Guess you just didn't feel like hanging out. So many notes. And so much eat me's. And tips. Tips. Alright, dagger that shit out. Cooking daggers. It's like Gensoi Wander, eat a chocolate knife. Wee food! Wee food! Your budget says this is the last of your food. Did it. Spent a lot less on ingredients as well. Alright, how's Yamame doing? Okay, Yamame's at the next level. I fed a bunch of you guys. You guys need to come by and get fed whatever the hell you guys wanted. Alright, so next time, I guess keep grinding those love points. Maybe I should actually do the, there's the post-game things for fighting another boss with Marisa and Nitori's, visiting them and their shenanigans. But I also have to do, beat Yomu and Yuyuko. If you beat Yomu, she becomes a customer. If you beat Yuyuko, she becomes a customer. But if you beat Yomu twice, you get her as one of the, as a partner. So she can help you out. And she's a lot of fun to use once you've gotten the Reisen from Toei, which will cost 530,000 yen. So that's what I gotta work at. I need more monies. Alright, so next time, I'm gonna keep on grinding. Thanks for watching! Did you like this video? If you did, hit that like button, leave a comment, and share it with your friends. You can click on the left button to subscribe, and the right one to watch more of Mystias Izakaya. Eat! Eat! Yuyuko eats!